All right, what's up everybody? First thing we're gonna be doing tomorrow on Thursday, we're gonna do a quality piece for 3 total sets. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do 10 per side, single arm bent over rows. Then you're gonna move on to double dumbbell bicep curls for 20 reps, followed by a minute of plank. Okay, you're gonna do 3 rounds for quality, resting about 20 seconds between movements and about a minute at the end of each cycle, okay? Once we're done with that, we'll move into our conditioning piece. Conditioning piece for the day is gonna be an every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. 4 stations, which means 5 cycles through. First station you guys are gonna do is gonna be calories on your machine. It's gonna be 14 for the men, 11 for the ladies. No matter which station you're at, we're gonna have a hard cap at 45 seconds, so you must complete whatever work you're doing in that time frame. Conversely, we don't want you guys to finish any faster than 30 as to keep the intensity at the right volume. So let's make sure we kind of finish in that consistent zone somewhere between 30 and 45 seconds, and something that's repeatable, so it should not be a very tough effort, okay, something just nice and consistent. Second movement we're gonna do is gonna be double unders. You're gonna do 50 of those inside that same time gap. If you can't do double unders, you can do 2 for 1 single, so 100 single unders, or you can simply practice somewhere in that kind of 30 to 45 seconds of trying double unders. Once we're done with that, we'll move on to the next one, which is an up down. We're gonna do 14 up downs. Video ahead will show you guys what we're looking for there. It's a burpee without a jump, and more so just kicking back into a plank. So make sure you guys are focused on the video to make sure you guys are doing it correctly. And then after that, we'll finish off with 10 toes to bar. If you guys aren't leaving your square to go do toes to bar, we will have some alternate options that you can do. On the single arm bent over row, what we're meaning to do here is just keep a nice flat back. Notice there's no rounding. I'm also not using any upper body momentum to help accelerate the bell up. Simply pinch my shoulder blade and then drive that elbow straight back until I get that bell all the way up to my shoulder. Switch at the halfway point after you've done 10 one arm. Notice the nice control of the descent all the way down as well. And the other. Ladies, on this one here, just make sure your man isn't around if you're going to watch this video. Okay, on the double dumbbell curl, notice that I'm keeping my elbows pinned against my sides. I'm not doing any extra upper body momentum as I pull those bells up, control all the way back down to lockout. Welcome to the gun show. A couple different variations on the plank here. You can do this with a straight arm where you're just in a push-up position, whether I'm in this push-up position or when I transfer down and go onto my forearms. Same things apply here. We're just looking for a nice straight body line. Notice there's no sagging of the hips, which is a breakdown of my core, and I don't look like a teepee where I have my hips way up high in the air. Okay, so you notice in this next portion here where I'm going to show what those incorrect versions look like is when I lose that lumbar support and either my hips go way up in the sky like you see here, or when I'm back down in the plank that my hips really sag. So whatever variation you're doing, just make sure you guys can maintain a nice straight body line throughout the entire movement. If you need to go off an elevated surface, you can do that, or you can do it off of your knees as well. In order to see the double unders, I had to grab a 1-pound cable just because I normally go way too fast. But notice here I'm just doing the same height jump every time, just flexing at the Achilles there, kind of get that bounce off the balls of my feet, and then just letting my wrist flick the rope around, okay, staying nice and relaxed throughout. This next one, the fish out of water jumper, you'll notice here that the person is tucking their knees up, pushing their feet out in front of them, and just really jumping all over the place. Due to safety regulations with COVID, this person here, the time traveler, is going to have to just revert back to singles because they keep leaving their square. The speed demon here is always whipping the rope way too fast and ends up always whipping himself. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. On the toe to bar, we want to get a lot of tension through our lat muscles as I swing my head forward there. Oops. That one peak is free. Anything after that's not. Okay. Pulling back as I bring my feet up. I can also do a chest high foot rise. I can do a knee tuck, which you'll see here as well. Anything what I'm doing here, whether it's strict here at the end, you see just total control. All my positions are in that nice hollow arc as I work my way through the different variations.